Hello everyone, I am October and welcome to a 1v1 Starcraft 2 high-level replay. I have a really nice replay here for you. I have EG Machine in the top left-hand corner playing Zerg. Machine, I actually had the opportunity to meet Machine at BlizzCon in Anaheim let's see, it was the end of October, so it's been almost 2 months now, but I did have the opportunity to meet him, and he's just a stand-up guy. Talked to him briefly about StarCraft, and you couldn't ask for anything more from a person that's kind of part of the esports and pro gaming system. So EG Machine on one side. On the opposite side, we do have Mouse Strelok. I've casted Strelok before. He's an outstanding Terran player. He's going to be playing the red Terran in the top right-hand corner. This is Scrap Station. And again, on Scrap Station, obviously, there are very long distances by ground from base to base. And consequently, the way this map is set up, although there are long distances by ground, there are very short distances by air. So a lot of times you're going to see air coming out maybe earlier than usual, just because of how the map is set up. But you do have rocks in the middle. You have two sets of rocks in the middle, and that provides a way to kind of a shortcut, cuts the ground distance almost in half, maybe more than that. But we do see Strelok setting up a barracks and a supply depot right up front, probably going to wall that off, so Machine doesn't get any cheap quick kills running into his base with Zerglings or something like that. Strelok also grabbing the refinery, so pretty standard from Strelok. Probably going to see this command center turn into an orbital command pretty quickly. Meanwhile, Machine actually getting a second hatchery. Looks like he started at about 14. He's at 16 supply now. Doesn't have a spawning pool yet, so has not dropped the spawning pool yet. Meanwhile, Strelok does have an SCV that's running up to the base. Machine actually has two overlords set up here, and if he's not careful, hopefully he doesn't get these overlords in a position where there is a marine coming out here, the barracks. Hopefully he doesn't get in the position where that marine is able to take any of those out. But it looks like he's set them up properly so that they're in this dead space, and Strelok's going to need some air if he wants to take out those overlords. So now we do have, pulling up the production tab, we do have a spawning pool going down for Machine as well as an extractor. This hatchery, his expansion, is almost complete, so Machine kind of looking to take more of an economic build right now, which is fairly standard. This is a very nice economic macro type build. The map favors that type of build, this particular map. So Scrap Station looking to help out Machine with all of his macro friendly builds. So he does have the spawning pool complete. He's got 3 in gas right now on his first extractor, and he's also starting to saturate this expansion. Meanwhile, at Strelok's base, he does have a reactor going down on that barracks, and he has a factory. He might be swapping the techs here. It might be lifting off the barracks, and yes, he does. He wants to switch out and have that factory land, and he's going to be able to pump out 2 Hellions at a time now, which is very nice to be able to deal with all those Zerglings that Machine is sure to make. Strelok also dropping a starport, and he has his second gas. So looks to be the 1-1-1 build. The 1-1-1 build's pretty popular. It gives you a lot of options in terms of where you want to go, and it gives you a lot of options in terms of, as a Terran player, you're able to react a little bit quicker and have the right composition for whatever your opponent throws at you. Machine does have the second gas going down in his main base. He does have a queen throwing inject larva on his secondary hatchery. His expansion looks like he's starting to drone up here, not nearly close to full saturation. Does have a spine crawler going down for static defense. Let's see, and we do have 4 Hellions for Strelok, able to roast that Zergling real quick. This Zergling, if he's not paying attention, is going to get roasted at the Xel'Naga Watchtower, although really that's only 25 minerals, so that's not a huge deal if it does go down. It does go down, so Strelok taking out that Xel'Naga Watchtower, kind of limiting the ability of Machine to know what's going on in the rest of the map by taking out that Xel'Naga Watchtower. These Hellions coming in, Spine Crawler and 2 Queens in good positioning here. Let's see, it looks like he might be able to repel this harassment by Strelok. He does take 1 down. And it looks like Machine, look, he's bringing up the Spine Crawler, and he's actually burrowing it to the point where he's going to be able to take that that spine crawler is going to be able to defend the entrances to both the expansion and the main base. Meanwhile, going down here, there are Zerglings that are coming off of the creep to try to take these Hellions down, but good micro by Strelok. Looks like he's not going to have anything of that. And looking over at Strelok's base, he actually has a starport with a tech lab. He has a Banshee coming out. There's one Banshee already on the field. It's over here. The second one coming out, and Cloak also being researched. So this is going to be absolutely key for Strelok. He's going to be able to do probably a lot of damage. There are 2 queens on the field, but Machine does not know they're coming. He does not. Does he have? He does have the lair, so he's able to morph an Overseer. Going to the production tab. Is he getting that Overseer yet? He's not. He does have a Spire on the way. Is the Spire on the? Okay, the Spire is near the secondary base, so he will have those soon, but I don't know if he's going to have it soon enough. Overseer is, he's in the cocoon right now, just chilling out, waiting to come out and give sight to this Banshee that's harassing. Able to harass this mineral line like crazy, getting a lot of kills. He's up to 10 kills, 11 kills now. Being able to take out a lot of drones. The Overseer is finally out, going to be able to see that Banshee, and these 3 queens are going to be able to repel this Banshee pretty easily. There is a second Banshee coming into the base right now. Second Banshee, all of those queens are pulled off the line, and they're actually trying to deal with the first Banshee over here. So kind of out of position are all of his queens. This Banshee 4 kills. Going over to the first Banshee has 14, and neither Banshee has died yet. Going to the unit tab, there's only these 2 Banshees. There's also a Viking out. Where is this Viking at? This Viking actually just got sniped a kill on that Overlord. So great pressure by Strelok all over the place on Machine. Machine's actually responding fairly well to all the pressure. We have ground pressure from the Hellions. We have air pressure on the Vikings, trying to snipe out all these Overlords. Again, more Viking attacks on these Overlords. These are just free kills, and they're going to be able to supply lock Machine as the game progresses. Is going to force him to throw 100 minerals and lose the larva again and again for every Overlord that he has to replace. So that Viking just kind of scouting around, seeing if he can get any more. Going over to the production tab, let's take a look over at Strelok's base. Haven't been over here in a little bit because there's been so much pressure, so much going on over at Machine's base. But he does have 3 barracks down, 2 reactors, and a tech lab. Let's see, they are swapping out. Looks like this factor going to be landing on that tech lab. Is he going to start getting siege tanks? I'm not sure. This starport happy with making some medevacs for his bio army, and the orbital command just landed at the expansion of Strelok. So it's very good timing. He's got a lot of SCVs. Expect a lot of these to be pulled off and thrown over into the expansion. Meanwhile, Machine coming across with all of these Mutalisks, going to be able to do a lot of harassment. Unless these Marines, so it looks like there's just enough Marines to repel that attack, but this Zergling scouting out the expansion, these Mutalisks are going to come over and deny this expansion for the time being. Unless, I don't know if all these Marines are going to be able to get over here in time. It looks like these Marines actually being blocked by their own kind of setup there, that bunker. That was kind of bad news bears for Strelok. He's got a really nice wall to deflect any type of quick ground forces from Machine to get in there, but it prevented actually his Marines from helping out this expansion. So it's actually gonna, and not bringing enough Marines over here either. I'm surprised he only brought 4. I guess he just thought he could repel with 4. So these Mutalisks continuing to harass. Meanwhile, there is a Banshee, cloaked Banshee, coming back here in this base, and looks like this one, did he get any action? Looks like 18 kills, so he was able to get 4 more kills. These Mutalisks finally getting repelled from this expansion of Strelok. Dropping down a siege tank, dropping down 2 missile turrets here. Wow, 3 mules going to work there for Strelok. So finally able to secure and start mining from that base. Going over the production tab, we do have 1 more Mutalisk being built. We do have these Zerglings taking out the rocks across the middle, going to try to shorten up, make that shortcut happen for all of the Machine's ground forces. This Banshee kind of chilling out in the middle of nowhere, just looking at the view. This is a nice little, looks like Saturn out here in the corner. Let's look over the Machine. Let's see, going over the units tab, what is the economy like? 42 drones over 36 SCVs. So Machine does have a slight drone edge. However, there's 3 mules on the field, so the resources are actually pretty close, I would assume. Yes, Strelok's actually it's a lot of fluctuation, but when those mules are working, they're actually pumping in quite a bit of resources for Strelok. Again, the machine's going to get denied any type of harassment with those mutalisks. He's continuing to produce those. He has 11 on the field right now, 19 Zerglings. Looks like a supply depot for Strelok, just kind of a precursor to any potential danger that's coming from this side, and able to spot these rocks just in case machine just tries to go for those rocks and break those down and get to the expansion that way. These Mutalisks flying around. They might actually find this Banshee if they can. Oh wow. Okay, so we came over here. It looks like Machine's actually sending that drone down to try to take the gold expansion. We'll see if he's going to be able to get away with that. Looks like there's two changelings, and these Mutalisks did find that Banshee, so that Banshee's going to go down. There is a second Banshee over here. Looking at the units tab, this is the only Banshee left, so Strelok actually going away from that Banshee harassment and going for more of a ground force that's heavy on the Marines. He does have a Raven as well, so it's gonna be a good army that Strelok has. It's gonna be able to repel a lot of this Mutalisk play from Machine. A lot of Mutalisks on the field. 16 Mutalisks. Are they all in this ball? It looks like they are. So Machine coming in with these Mutalisks. I don't know how much he's going to be able to harass with all these Marines. Going to be able to quickly come over. And wow, okay, lots of Marines stimming up. They do get one Mutalisk, but not too much going on. There is this gold expansion from Machine, and it's almost 75% done, so he might be able to get away with that. Meanwhile, Zerglings finally coming over here and completing this shortcut by coming in and taking out those second set of rocks. Machine continuing to harass Strelok, trying to set up this really large missile turret wall that would just pretty much repel all Mutalisk attacks just head on. You might have to continue to use those Mutalisks, maybe curve around here and come along this backside, although there's 4 missile turrets at this base. He did have a changeling that just died, so he was able to see everything in this expansion was Machine. Strelok looking to take this third expansion. Looks like he might. Oh, he's floating back now, so he's thinking one more time about that to see whether or not he really wants to take that right now. Lots of Banelings, lots of Zerglings, lots of Mutalisks on the field. Is Machine picking this time as the time to make his attack? Looks like he is, in a big battle coming in here. All these, oh my god, all these Banelings coming in, good surround on the Thors. Wow, all these Banelings just completely annihilated a lot of those Marines. Was able to get that Thor kill. Now he's retreating. Pretty comfortable that he was able to take out all those Thors, take out a lot of those Marines. Let's see, is Strelok aware of this expansion here? He is actually aware of this expansion. He knows it's down here. So now he's going to be going and taking this out. Meanwhile, Machine actually going to be attacking the front door again with the Mutalisks. Is he going to come down and try to save this expansion, or is he going to use this as a chance to be aggressive? It looks like he might use it as a chance to be aggressive over back at the main base now that all the Marines are gone. Mutalisks coming in. Wow, a lot of Banelings. 22 Banelings and 26 Zerglings coming in. Are they going to be able... looks like these Banelings are going to go for the mineral lines, and wow, all these Banelings coming in, blowing up a ton of SCVs. Meanwhile, at the main base, going in with all of his Zerglings and Banelings and Mutalisks. Going to be able to take out a lot of production facilities here. The Marines are slowly coming back. They did take out the expansion, but at what cost? It doesn't look too good for Strelok. Looks like he might be losing a lot of production facilities. More Banelings blowing up on the mineral lines. Looks one more Baneling. Oh, he's going to get 2 more SCVs, and so many SCVs in the red in this expansion line. These Mutalisks going to be coming up. Wow, there's a lot of Marines. They are upgraded. They're 1-1. They're going to be able to blow up all those Mutalisks. So Strelok was able to come back with those Marines after taking out that gold expansion, and he's going to be cleaning this up. But at what cost? Is he going to be able to replenish his army quickly? Wow. Again, more Zerglings and Banelings coming in. Wow, this expansion's almost gone at 65 health, burning. And he needs to get SCVs over here to repair this. He really needs this orbital command. He does have this planetary fortress coming in with 4 mules on the 3rd expansion, but it looks like, is it going to be able to get a 12, 11, 10? Oh, and that SCV comes in in the nick of time to continue repairing that. Meanwhile, Zerglings and Banelings coming in again, looking to try to take out all these Marines. Banelings blowing up these Marines. Are they going to be able to get this round on these Marines? Oh, and they all finally go down. GG, says Strelok. Too many Banelings, too many Zerglings. His production facilities were gone. Couldn't replenish his army in time. And wow, Machine was actually taking a third and setting up the gold expansion again by the end of that game. So great game by Machine and Strelok. Hope you guys enjoyed this cast, and I will check you guys later.